Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Niners 7, Cardinals nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
You can't block me.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 9. 11. Check safety.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Garoppolo. That's caught. It's the rookie Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014, and remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. This one caught by Isabella. A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Hey, orbit. Win the rep, let's go right here.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
I got him.
Here's Trubisky. And able to find Kirk complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run for the shotgun with Washington. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Crunch time, defense. Check! Check! Check!
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
21.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Go!
On first down, Garoppolo. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
11.
Check 50. Check 50.
Blue draw Corker. 1, Omaha.
43.
Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
6. 12.
Check 44. Check 44. No.
On first down, here's Breida. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Past the 20. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. Where the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage. Probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd and 15 now, Trubisky. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Mike 20. Ready? Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Oh, here we go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Mike 20, Mike 20. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Lock in, lock in. Mike 20.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Nick Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that feels somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big play there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
To throw is Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Here we go.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, Mike, 20, Mike.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Now Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now it's Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
23 yards the pickup there.
And the Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jump. 180.
Watch the curve. Watch the curves.
Hey, 18.
On first down, Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
Here we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throwing on second and long. Trubisky, throw caught here by Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Hey, Mike 20.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Open man is Kirk, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
It's now third down.
Ran, up. Hey, Echo.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Stay with your man.
On third and one, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey,
Bravo.
Mike 20.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Here we go. Kill.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9
Lock.
at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go. 180.
Get to 50. Check Mike 50. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Get down. Here's Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And now it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Move.
Nick.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
I smell fear in that offense.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the safety that does him in here. And that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get